players' responses, if you want to elaborate, right? One of the players was like, I don't give a shit about Ohtani. And probably some players are sick of hearing about Ohtani. Although, if you listen to Fair Territory yesterday with Ken, he was like, well, if you're sick of Ohtani, then probably should be a fan of another sport because you're witnessing history and this stuff's awesome. And to me, Ken, as we're showing the poll right now and the results, Dodgers big up at 57%, then Angels 11, Padres 7, and Mets 7, and Yankees at 6. I mean, for me, two things emerge. One is this is like the LeBron James decision that shook the NBA for years to come. That first one way back when he went to the Miami Heat, right? Or to the, right? Is that the first one that it was?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm taking my talents to Miami.
To South Beach, right?
South Beach.
So there's that. And then also, I actually think that the Mariners should be on the board here. I actually buy Seattle as a contender.
Well, if you took a poll of people in the industry, Scott, it would be even more lopsided for the Dodgers. The general consensus in the industry is that is where he's going to end up. Now, we don't know, and certainly free agency often brings us surprises. But this is going to be something else. And the reason people are so high on the Dodgers, and players are aware of this too, the Dodgers went backward on payroll this year. They seemingly are setting up to do this very move. Now, I was a little surprised to see the Angels get, 11%? Because I don't know that he's staying there. But if the Angels somehow get to the playoffs, and right now they are in playoff position, and maybe they have a run in the playoffs, which with Ohtani and Trout, you can certainly see them doing, and some of their other players as well, maybe that changes his whole perspective. We know he's comfortable there. We just don't know if he's comfortable with the losing. In fact, he's given some hints over the last year or so that he's not at all comfortable with the losing that has happened for most of his career there. So those two teams clearly are factors. I would expect the Mets to some degree because of Steve Cohen would be a factor. The Mariners can be, but do you expect the Mariners to spend $600 million? I don't, or whatever the number is. We don't know what the number is going to be. I have a hard time seeing that. And that's why the bigger market teams are so favored here in this process. But again, it is free agency. You never know. All it takes is one team. If you guys remember Albert Pujols, when he went to the Angels, that was quite surprising. And he almost went to the Marlins that particular season. So I don't know that you can predict it, but the overwhelming consensus in that poll and in the people you talk to around baseball is the LA Dodgers.